Fear. This is an additional upload this week outside of our regular bi-weekly schedule, just to make up for missing an episode in June. Be sure to listen to part 2 of the gym rematches next week as well. Thanks for listening, and without further ado, episode 26, part 1.
Wake up to a vivid sunrise, it's all brand new. Every day a thrilling surprise, who knows what could be waiting for you. Out into the fresh new world as it all evolves. But don't forget your roots and your resolve. Dices and Dexes, whatever the test is, we'll always push through it, no matter the messes. We learn and keep fighting, our lost souls uniting. There's rocks that need riding, with two worlds colliding. Through fails and successes, Dices and Dexes, Pokemon!
Welcome back to Dices and Dexes. We just found out the last 30 minutes of the session we were recording got lost. So, for the viewers, to catch you up, welcome back to the Violet City Gym Challenges. We are doing Desmond's rematch today. Right now, we've just been doing some RP stuff before the actual battles begin. And Desmond got to do some cute reunions with Mistral, his Fabebe, and Scud, his Rattata. And now, Desmond, where are you? What are you about to do?
Right now, I am down on Route 32, and I just found a nice rock to climb. I've got Squall the Zubat, Scud the Rattata, and Scythier the Bulbasaur with me. And we're about to climb this rock and have a great time.
Yeah, you guys are just south of Violet City, and I guess how are you climbing this with both Scythier and Scud, two rather small Pokemon? Squall, of course, can fly.
Yeah, Scythier is in... I've turned my backpack around, and she's in there, so I can see her.
Okay.
And Scud, I imagine, has little grabby hands that he can use to hold on to some straps.
Fair enough, yeah. Go ahead and make a climbing kit check, just because we don't get to see you use this very often.
Okay, that is a 23 climbing kit check.
Desmond, you're barely breaking a sweat. You've climbed so much in Kalos, you missed it, and this is a nice little way to just get back in the feel of things, you know? It reminds you of home.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what you and your Pokemon are doing as you're climbing. You talking to them about anything?
Yeah, I guess I'm sort of craning my neck back a little bit to look down at Scythier occasionally, making sure she's okay, checking in on Scud, looking up at Squall. I would do this all of the time back home. It has amazing views. You guys would love it. I'm so excited to be doing this again. And with you guys. I enjoy your company, and I enjoy doing this. I've missed it. And, yeah, to the top eventually.
I rolled some stuff. Squall's loving it. He's like, the wind, the air, the heights. Scud is like holding on tight to you. He's a little nervous about it. He's worried about dropping. So you feel his little grabby hands, as you describe them, holding on tightly.
Mm-hmm.
And Scythier, young Bulbasaur, barely 2 days old now. Scythier is just happy about a lot of things. I would say it's probably a little sunny today, so with the morning sun rising from the east, she's enjoying the sunlight and seeing the view and the plant life growing out of this rocky cliff. And eventually you reach it to the top.
Absolutely. And I'll turn around and look at the route before us. I'll set my bag down, let Scythier climb onto my lap if she wants to, or she can just sit beside. And I'll hold on to Scud because he seems nervous. And I'll just sit on the cliffside. And actually, I'll eat breakfast here instead.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. What's you've got some, I don't know, some bread, some fruit.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. I'll say, go ahead, because this feels very wisdom-y. Go ahead and make a wisdom check, Desmond. Just do one, but how high you get will mean maybe some more benefits for your Pokemon.
Okay. That's a 21.
Both Squall and Scud will have a point of inspiration until they next use it. Inspired by the beautiful sight and from getting their trainer to open up, Neither of them are necessarily like disobedient Pokemon, but if you want to tag a friendship marker, you may on each of them.
Sure. Where do I put that?
I don't know, put it just under where their AC would be, like in that little box, or like just under where stab is, just at the bottom of that box, you know what I mean?
I see it now, yeah.
Yeah. And that's not to say they are better friends with you than like Zephyr. That's just to be like, you had a cool little moment with them. And they appreciate that. I would say also, yeah, sure, for Scythier as well.
Sweet.
Which I believe Scythier, just 2 more days, and then Scythier will have been developed enough to start gaining experience. Until then, she's level 0.
Also, just sort of a fun fact, in the Pokedex entry for Bulbasaur and Pokopia, it mentions that at birth, Bulbasaur just have a seed on their back. So, just for a fun visual thing, maybe Scythier doesn't actually have a full bulb quite yet. And when she has a bulb, then she can gain experience.
Sure, I like that. That's fun. That makes sense to me. Yeah, Scythier has like
okay.
a half-formed bulb on her back. It's slowly growing. It looks like it's about doubled in size since when she first hatched.
Eating breakfast with my bros and frog.
Perfect. Eventually, some time will pass, and you get the feeling you probably should be getting onto that gym challenge, otherwise you might miss it, because you do remember Faulkner saying yesterday, he's busy.
Alright, wonderful sunrise. Great to experience with you. I better head back. I've got a gym challenge to do. And I will start to climb down and head back.
Perfect. You got up here very easily, you get down very easily, and after a short walk northward through Route 32, you have arrived in Violet City.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the PC once again and swap out the Pokemon again. And this time, Scud for Zephyr and Squall for Mistral.
You've got the original duo back, yay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're gonna be excited to see each other again. All right, who is ready for a gym challenge? I know I am. Let's go.
You arrive just at the intersection where the bridge to Bell Lake extends outwards towards the island and then eventually to Sprout Tower. There, the large dome-like building awaits you. Do you go inside?
Yes, I go inside.
Inside, you see Joshi, the secretary from your previous challenge and from your previous run-in here in the Violet City Gym when you were looking for Faulkner. He will greet you and say, "Oh, hello, trainer. Welcome back."
Hello, Joshi. It's nice to see you again. I have my Pokemon out of my Pokeballs, by the way. I'd say I'd have the falconry glove on, and Zephyr's sitting on my arm because he doesn't fit under my hat anymore.
Absolutely. Oh no, he deleted her! Why would you do that to me?
I'm sorry.
No, I like to think GM headcanon. I like to think Zephyr still tries to fit under the hat anyways.
He still tries. And it's nice and warm.
Yeah, you're never going to be cold with Zephyr around. Joshi, not having seen your Pokemon originally before, says, "My, you have an impressive team."
Thank you. A bit stronger than last time. Hoping we stand a little bit of a better chance.
Ah, so you're here for a rematch. Well, you've already registered with the JPL and sworn the Challenger's Pledge, so there's no extra paperwork this time. I just need your trainer ID to scan.
Absolutely. I take it out and I give it to him.
He takes it, he scans it, and he says, it looks like our system says you've already completed the first of the gym tests. You are welcome to skip that this time and move straight to retrying the second gym test if you want.
Well, just going to go to the second one.
Very well, if you will take the elevator off to your right, and you see that same sliding glass door zoop up into the ceiling.
Alright, see you afterwards. Hopefully I have a badge.
Good luck!
Thank you. And I'll go to the elevator and hold on tight to Scythier.
Okay, I was wondering if you were gonna hold on to the baby. The elevator seals. The glass door seals itself as well, and after the long waits, just like before, it will suddenly, boom, shoot upwards a little faster this time because you're not going to the first floor, you're going immediately to the second floor. As you do this, you, Desmond, will come falling out of the elevator, but Scythier will come out unscathed. You, Desmond, had to fall out because you were holding on to Scythier and not bracing against the elevator itself. You are spilled out
Gotta keep her safe.
into a large room. though it is smaller than obviously the entry room you came in from, and smaller than the first test room down below. You recall that the mural along the walls depicts the sky, and bright ceiling lamps simulate the sun above. There is no lush forest, it's just a basic battling field, and there are those small metallic circles amongst the sand of the pitch. A short boy with overalls and an oversized bucket hat waves wildly at you as you stand up from the ground. How are you doing, sir? It's me, Rod. I'm very excited to quiz you again.
Oh, Rodney, I wasn't sure if you'd recognize me or not. I'm excited to try again.
I'm gonna use Subasa again, so just let me know whenever you're ready.
Alright. Hey, Zephyr, you ready for this rematch? He is very ready for this rematch and flies immediately into his position on the battlefield.
Rodney will be like, all right, Subasa, let's show him how it's done again. And he will send out a Pokeball, and a red-plumed, crown-feathered Pidgeotto will begin flying proudly around the arena, similar to Zephyr's own pride. Let's get some initiative rolls for you and Rodney.
Okay, that's an 18.
18, that's really nice. Zephyr, faster than Pidgeotto this time. What's he doing? Oh, sorry, actually, it's the start of the round. I keep forgetting this. I'm so sorry, so sorry. It is the start of the battle. Rodney will be like, all right, before you go and take your attack, I have a question for you. I've prepared entirely new ones since you've already been here before.
Alright, I'd hope so.
I'll keep it simple again to start. Name 3 flying-type Pokemon that can be found on routes near Violet City. They cannot be from the same species. So you can't just repeat like, oh, Zubat, Crobat, Golbat, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. If you could find a Crobat on this route, I'd be very concerned. Alright, Zubat, we're going to go Ledian,
Okay.
and Rufflet.
Rodney will look at you and will be like, there's no Rufflet on these routes!
Well, I found one!
And he'll like call a timeout and be like, prove it!
Is that allowed? Do you want me to go run and get my Rufflet?
Dang it.
How do can I show you, do I have like an ID for this Pokemon?
You probably like have something to show that you have a Rufflet registered to yourself.
Cool, I'll, like go walk around the field over to Rodney's side, just show him whatever I need to show him, like all my registered Pokemon. This?
And he'll like take his hat off, put it over his chest and be like, I'm sorry I called you a liar. I didn't know you could find Rufflet here.
I found at least one.
At least one? I'm gonna have to go hunting for one now. Well, alright, you get that right then.
Thank you!
Go over there and I'll resume the battle.
Okay, yes, good idea. I run back.
And he'll say, alright, battle begin again! And he'll press a button, or a referee off the side will press a button, I don't know how it works. And the vents will open up and energy will begin swirling around. Zephyr, go ahead, roll a d4.
That's a 4.
You get an automatic stack of agility, my friend. Probably the best result you could have gotten.
Oh my gosh, okay.
As the energy pulls around Zephyr and he begins moving faster. Oh man, you're off to a good start already!
Alright, thank you. Zephyr, let's show him this new move. Use Flame Charge.
So with your first stack of agility, you've got advantage on dex saves, of course, and your movement is doubled, and now you're using Flame Charge.
If I hit, we'll see. Okay, that is 13 to hit.
13 barely hits.
Okay, cool. Do D8. 10 fire type damage.
10 fire type damage. Nice solid hit right into Subasa. Some embers go flying wild. The Pidgeotto squawks in surprise at the force of the attack. Much stronger than the last battle.
Yeah, Zephyr! And now his dex is higher. Alright, I have nothing to do with my bonus action, so that is my turn for now.
Alright. Alright, Subasa, we're not gonna let him outspeed us. Go ahead and use Quick Attack! And I need to know, does an 18 hit Zephyr?
An 18 does hit Zephyr.
Ooh, max damage. 5 normal type damage from the quick attack. And then, flying up above, he's gonna try and hit you with a gust. Actually, no, he's not gonna do that. He's then going to immediately use his own agility as a similar pool of purple, speedy energy begins to speed up Subasa. Both of these flying-type Pokemon are whipping around the arena, trying to cut each other off, and they're both much faster than they originally appeared. Top of the next round. Alright, okay, I got a tougher question for you. But you better know this one being a flying-type base and everything. Flying-type attacks are resisted by how many types, and what are they? So he's looking for a number and what they all are.
Yeah, Desmond would be quicker about this than I personally am if he ends up getting it right. I know that ice and electric and rock at least do. Steel, I think, does. Thinking through the other types, feel like I'm missing one. Maybe ice. I know ice isn't great against much, but flying type is one of them. I don't think dragon does. Alright, I'm going to go with 5. Steel, rock, ice, electric. I just said it.
Dragon?
Steel.
You said steel twice!
Okay,
Are you guessing 4 instead?
no. I don't know why I became British for that, no. Okay. It's steel, rock, electric, ice, and... I just said it.
You didn't. You've not said a 5th type. You've said ice twice, and you've said steel
Oh.
twice.
Oh. Yeah, my answer is 4!
Well, you're wrong! Ice type does not resist flying type attacks. It's 3, electric, rock, and steel.
Ah, I should have done that.
And I'm gonna roll a d4 to determine what Rodney's bonus is. Also 4. A free pool of agility will begin encircling Tsubasa, and I'll tell you what, I did forget to ask you to make a con save when you took damage.
Let me just roll the d20 and then check Zephyr's con.
Yes, I believe he has a +1 con, so a little stronger than his base form was.
No plus to the con at all. It's a 16 that I rolled, though.
Are you sure? Oh, you know what? He used to have a minus. That's what it was.
Better than before, but...
Basically a +1 for him. But a 16 will pass, so you're still good.
Okay. Cool. Oh! Zephyr, he's getting fast. We gotta make up ground. Use agility! Zephyr will get another stack of agility.
As your AC will increase by 2 with the stack.
Sweet!
Anything else?
That's my turn.
In that case, Tsubasa quick attack gust combo! Natural 1 on the quick attack. And I need you to make a dex save with advantage on gust.
Yay! Please, Zephyr. It's okay, that's a 15.
15 will pass. You will in fact dodge the gust. Good stuff. And he completely whiffed the quick attack, so it's the top of the round now instead. Alright, well, here's another neat question. There are 6 stat categories that determine a Pokemon's power. If you took all flying types and averaged their stats, what would be their strongest stat? So that's a game question.
Yes, my first instinct is to go with speed stat.
Are we locking that in?
Whether you mean to or not, that always makes me second guess myself, but yeah.
Well, you're right! And the vents will open up, and power will begin pouring towards Zephyr. Go ahead, roll a d4.
Alright!
I swear, if you get another agility...
Okay, no. I got a 2.
2. For your next attack, you have a additional damage die.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Alright, Zephyr. Let's show him another new attack. Let's see how they handle your acrobatics.
Go ahead, roll a hit. You've got to beat his armor class.
Man, that's a nat 1 for an 8.
2 nat 1s? No! Zephyr's acrobatics
Wait, did
attack
I have
will...
advantage?
You did not have advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2 nat 1s. You just said 2 nat 1s.
Oh, that's because he did the quick attack and it was a nat 1.
Okay. I see. Cool, yeah, no. That's... Zephyr misses his acrobatics.
Zephyr moving too fast for his own good. His acrobatic aerial maneuvers are just a little too crazy, and Tsubasa, with his own agility, is able to dodge. I think Rodney is going to follow that up with a quick attack agility combo. So quick attack coming in, natural 20.
Nah, that misses. I'm just kidding.
That's going to be total of 6 damage to Zephyr, and I need a con save. And then he sets up agility, which gives him an additional action, but not for attacking. And he is going to use that additional action to dodge. So you have disadvantage on melee attacks against him right now.
Cool.
Let's see that con save.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's a 16 again.
You keep it up. Good stuff. You're up, Zephyr.
All right. Is there another question, or is it just my
Oh,
turn
yes,
again?
it is. You're right. We follow up to the last question. If you took all flying types and averaged their stats, what would be their weakest stat?
Defense!
Dang it, you're right again! Go ahead, roll a d4.
Yes! Sweet!
And just so you know, since you missed that acrobatics, that damage die increase goes away. Just so you know.
Okay. That's a 3.
3. The energy swirls around Zephyr as like an armored coating. He will have resistance to the next damage he suffers.
Awesome. All right, Zephyr, let's lock in and try that again. Acrobatics!
Roll the hit with disadvantage because he took the dodge action.
Yes, he did. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
Not good enough. Tsubasa is running circles around Zephyr here.
Man.
Not having that bonus action quick attack on your side really has hurt your capabilities.
Yeah.
However, it is Tsubasa's turn, and Tsubasa is gonna go for... This is gonna be evil. He's gonna do a quick attack, gust, dodge, triage. So quick attack coming in. Okay, that is gonna be a 8 to hit.
Misses.
And then, for the gust, I need you to make a dex save with advantage. You're probably gonna pass it.
I hope.
You've not been rolling too hot, unfortunately.
No. That is 12.
12 will fail. You're gonna take the gust damage.
Okay. Wait. Not be a 12. Let me check. It is not a 12. It's a 14. Sorry. I haven't been adding my proficiency to dex saves.
Oh! 14 passes. You managed to dodge the dusk.
Okay.
The gust.
Yay!
Good job. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Rodney will be like, we spent a lot of time battling. Speaking of time, there are 4 flying type attacks that take 2 turns to use. Name 3 of them.
Yeah. Ooh. I know 2 immediately. But thinking of another one. Obviously fly. That's very obvious. Bounce is a flying type move. And that also takes a turn to come down. Now I'm trying to go through, in my mind, strong flying type Pokemon that might have a signature move that does this.
I will, as a GM, because I'm not going to be a meanie about this. None of them are signature moves.
Okay, yeah, fly and bounce, those are obvious. But and there are 4?
If you want, I will let Desmond make a history check on this.
I would love that. Because I'm drawing a complete blank. Not one of Desmond's best skills. That's a 3. I get no help from Desmond in-game.
No help in game. Out of game, you have seen one of these a few days ago.
And the question was, flying type moves that take multiple turns to land.
That take 2 turns to use. There are 4. You need to name 3. You have named 2 so far. I think Rodney is going to need to ask for your final answer in the next 30 seconds.
Fair enough. Dragon Ascent instant. Gale Wing, not Gale Wings. Tailwind lasts a long time, but that's not 2 turns to land.
10 seconds. You're taking too long to list. Keep listing.
Yeah, but I cannot think of any. Aerial Ace. No, okay. I can only think of 2. Fly and bounce.
The other 2 are Sky Attack and Sky Drop.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to roll a d4 for Rodney. As energy begins pouring around Tsubasa. It technically would have been another agility buff, but he's already at the maximum agility buff. So he technically doesn't get a benefit, but it is the top of the round now, Desmond.
I will take it. Okay. Zephyr, I believe in you. I'm going to use inspiration to counteract Well, I guess, can Desmond use his inspiration? Can I use my inspiration for this, for Zephyr?
What'd you get the inspiration from? Because Squall and Scud have their own specific inspirations. What does
Yeah.
Desmond have inspiration from? Because if it's a trainer inspiration, yeah, you can use that on any of your Pokemon.
Okay, yeah, Desmond got inspiration. I don't remember what it was from. I think it was from describing something. Like, just something cute.
Sure. Yeah, you can use it. Absolutely.
Okay, just to counteract the disadvantage.
Yep.
You
So
know?
you'd be rolling
On
flat.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
Yes.
cool.
Please, Zephyr. That is a 22 to hit with acrobatics.
22 hits. What does it say for acrobatics since you're not holding any item?
The power damage bonus is doubled.
Okay, cool.
Let me just do the math on what to add real quick, because Zephyr's dex is different than it says on his sheet at the moment.
Yes. I believe his dex is, what, 20 right now? No, 19.
Yes.
Oh,
After
it's
the
20.
flame charge.
After the flame charge, it reached 20.
It's
Okay.
20. Okay, so that is going to be 1d8 plus 12.
Yeah!
Okay. Rolling damage. That is going to be 17 flying type damage.
So the fun part about this is he only had 14 hit points left because you hit him really hard.
If I just did that the first time.
Well, no, he would have survived the first time. However, Zephyr finally sees an opening, and with his own agility and flaming maneuvers, ends up barraging Tsubasa. And eventually, the Pidgeotto goes and falls to the ground, unconscious. And Rodney will say, "Oh, that was a great battle, sir!"
Those were amazing questions. And an amazing battle.
"Oh, shucks, thank you. It was a good scrap, pal."
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Come over here.
Okay.
He has some cash for you. Now, you did lose the first time,
Yeah.
so you will only get half of what this would have been.
That's fair enough.
So instead of 400 Poké-Dollars, you will get 200 Poké-Dollars from this Desmond. And Rodney will be like, "Oh, here you go for your trouble, and here, this too, some medicine for your pal there." And Zephyr will be fully healed. His power points are still
Wonderful.
consumed. All of his buffs will be washed away after this. And Sarah's waiting for you up above.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll make my way to the elevator.
Yeah. You take the elevator up to the third testing room of the gym. Once again, the door seals. You wait.
Holding on to Sith here.
And after like half the amount of time this time, it boom shoots up. And you are released into a room only half as large as Rodney's test room. This time, just a plain battlefield, nothing fancy on the floor, but now the murals on the walls have depicted one as being above the clouds, not below them. So it's got a nice sky aesthetic to it. A woman with bouncy blonde hair and in a blue dress with poofy dandelion-like palms at the end of the sleeves and around the collar stands at the opposite end of the room. She claps her hands together and smiles and says, "Hello, Challenger. My name is Sarah, and it is time for your final test before our dear Faulkner above. You, darling, will be facing me and my Pokemon in a classic double battle. Do not worry though, I will not be more of those boring birds. I have finer tastes than my co-workers regarding flying types."
Agree to disagree. Me with the 2-foot bird on my arm.
Ah, another bird catcher. Well, I wonder how well you will fare commanding multiple Pokemon at once. And when you are ready, she has 2 Pokeballs in her hand.
All right. I also have 2 Pokeballs.
Also, if you want, you can make a nature check real quick. It's not for anything mechanical, it's just for purely a RP thing.
That's going to be an 18.
Her outfit reminds you of Jumpluff.
Her outfit was reminding me of Jumpluff just from the description.
Yeah, I just wanted that
You did
to
a
be
good
put
job.
out there on the record for sure. It reminds you of Jumpluff.
Perfect. I have 2 Pokeballs as well. And Zephyr's out already, obviously. And I release Mistral. Not release, just let out a Pokeball. I'm ready.
Very well. Come out, salt, pepper. And she throws her 2 Pokeballs in the air, And one of them opens up, and black particles fall to the ground like ground pepper. And appearing is a green plant Pokemon with a big yellow flower at the top of its head, floating in the wind. And from the other ball comes a scattering of white sparks like salt being crushed and crackled and scattered. And a pinkish purple scorpion arrives, also kind of gliding in the air. And I would like you to roll initiative.
Absolutely.
Ooh, she got very good.
Okay, that's a 17.
All right, Sarah and Salt the Gligar and Pepper the Skiploom will be going first. To start the battle off, Sarah will say, "Oh, Pepper, put that nasty bird to sleep." And I need Zephyr to make a Constitution saving throw as a powder of knockout spores falls upon him.
That is a 9.
9. Zephyr will fall asleep from this sleep powder.
Okay.
What that means is he will be considered incapacitated and unconscious, and at the end of his turns, he can make a con save to wake up. The con save is DC 12. Meanwhile, Salt the Gligar, he is going to scout out, and he is for now going to harden, and the Gligar's rocky shell hardens even further. Desmond, you are up.
All right. How close are they?
I would say within 15 feet of each other.
That is perfect. Mistral's going to try and catch both of them in a fairy wind.
Very well. What do I have to roll?
That is a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Skiploom got a 9. Gligar, 14 total.
14 passes. That is going to be 6 fairy type damage.
6 fairy type damage to Pepper. Pepper, not the strongest Pokemon in the world.
Zephyr would like to try and wake up.
Go ahead and make that con save. DC 12.
That is a 14.
Zephyr will wake up, but that is the end of his turn.
Yes. Does Mistral have anything else she can do? I don't believe so, but might as well check because it's been a while since I've used her in battle. Okay, no, she can't. That is my turn.
Then, in that case... Drat! Already woken up. Well, no time to waste. Pepper, use Absorb on that little tiny Flabébé. And Salt, go ahead and use Poison Sting on that Fletchender. So, Absorb coming in for a 6 to hit. And then Poison Sting for a 13. Not rolling too well, guys.
That does not hit.
Both of their attacks missing their targets. It is your turn, Desmond.
Hit Pepper with a flame charge.
Oh, shoot, I didn't even think about this. Go ahead.
That is 17 to hit.
17 hits, roll damage.
All right. And that's just double dice, right?
Just double dice, yes.
It's going to be 13 fire type damage.
13 fire type damage will take a lot off of Pepper. The flower at the top is like singed and kind of smoldering a little bit, but the Skiploom is still up.
Wow. Strong plant. Now, Mistral, you hit Salt with a Trailblaze.
Ooh, rolled a hit.
Yeah. It's neutral damage because ground type. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
14 will miss. Salt, quite a defensive Pokemon.
Cool. Mistral powers herself up with some grass type energy and flies towards him and whiffs a little bit. I can't make a Flabébé noise, otherwise I would. That is my turn.
All right. You are very dangerous. What did you say your name was? I cannot recall if you introduced yourself.
I did not. My name is Desmond.
It is a pleasure to battle you, Desmond. However, I have to take out that Fletchender of yours. Pepper, use another sleep powder. DC 11 on this.
I rolled a 2. He's asleep.
Fletchender, once again. Powder covers his eyes, and he very slowly falls to the ground, unconscious, flittering. With that opening secured, Salt is gonna do a Poison Sting into Mistral. I need to know... Oh, no! These guys can't hit! That's a 6!
Oh, that misses. Wow. Oh, Mistral.
I'm getting a different die. That's like the 6th time they've rolled below a 10. Your turn, Desmond.
All right. Zephyr's down for now, Mistral. Try and hit both with a fairy wind.
Okay.
That's going to be con saves from them if she can get to both. She's right by Salt, so.
And they both rolled 8 on the dice. Actually, no, Salt total will get an 11. Pepper will get just a flat 8.
Okay, both of them fail. I will roll my d6. That's 4 fairy type damage.
4 fairy type damage. Pepper will get knocked unconscious from the fairy wind. Good job.
Yes, and Zephyr would like to try and wake up.
Go ahead and make your con save. DC 12. For the viewers, the DC for the sleep powder was DC 11, but just flat waking up is DC 12.
It's an 8 on the die.
Okay, Zephyr still slumbering. I think top of Salt's turn, even though he finally took some damage, still trucking along. He's not too scared of the flower. He is scared of that Fletchender. He's gonna go in for a poison sting on the unconscious, sleeping Zephyr. You're kidding me. He got a 9.
Oh my gosh. Zephyr's AC is also 16 after that flame charge, but yeah, he misses.
All right, yeah, so Salt keeps missing the poison stings. I like to think that Fairy Wind has blown his gliding off course, so he's having a hard time maneuvering. Your turn, Desmond.
Okay, Mistral, you got it this time. Put a little more energy into your Trailblaze. Mistral, I love you. She rolled an 18.
Okay, go ahead, roll damage.
That's a 8. 8 grass type damage.
Nice, good job. That was actually a pretty sizable hit into Salt.
And Zephyr would like to try and wake up. Zephyr rolled a 16 and is awake.
That is the end of your turn, Desmond. Sarah no longer can put anybody to sleep. Pepper has been knocked down, and she's like, oh, Pepper, you did so well. And Salt at the Gligar, I'm going to have Salt. He's going to try to get a KO. He's going to go in for a Poison Sting on Mistral. He's not been hitting very well. He's going to try and get rid of the whole, like, messing with his gliding thing. A 19.
That will hit Mistral.
And because it was a natural 15, Mistral is poisoned. This is super effective. So
It is.
that's gonna be 7 poison type damage to Mistral, and she is poisoned.
Okay. I am thankful it is less than I was expecting.
But solid poison sting. Salt the Gligar flies down, and the bottom of his scorpion tail scrapes Mistral, hurting her a little bit. And Sarah will be like, oh, good job, Salt! And it is your turn, Desmond.
Let's try a combo. Zephyr go in for an acrobatics, and Mistral try and blow him forward, give him some speed with Fairy Wind.
Oh, we're gonna do a teamwork roll here then, baby.
Yes, we are!
I love this. Okay, now you've not practiced the maneuver, but Mistral and
Nope.
Zephyr have been in the party with each other for quite a while. I'll qualify these two as friendly. Roll a 2d8, one for each of your Pokemon.
Okay. Zephyr first, then Mistral, just in case it matters.
You want these results to be as close as possible.
Okay, you're not gonna believe this, but they both rolled the same. Both got a 1.
Okay, so you can note this down anywhere you want, but we'll qualify them as
Okay.
close from now on in the future. Your teamwork will succeed, and on top of that, because you succeeded so much, you matched, they're so in sync, you'll get a minor additional benefit. So you've got the Fairy Wind backing you up. I'll qualify this as, you don't get extra damage, but I'll qualify it as a Salt can make a save, and if he fails, he will be stunned. So he'll basically,
Ooh.
not flinched, stunned. He will basically lose a turn.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that sounds great.
I'm going to say the DC is 10 on con save, which we know Salt is good at, but that's just because it's a minor benefit. Now that they're close, they have access to major benefits if they match. Oh, I dropped my die. And I'm going to be super fun. I'm going to roll the die that has hated Salt, because I want this to succeed.
He rolls a nat 20 this time.
He rolled a modified 20.
Oh,
So he won't be stunned, but that was really good. You've still gotten these two, they bonded, so you can note down anywhere
Yeah.
you want that these two are now close.
okay, I have a piece of paper in front of me, and I'll put that in my notes later.
But go ahead and roll damage from the flame charge.
I haven't rolled a hit yet. It's 24 to hit with flame charge.
I completely forgot you had an immediately hit. 24 hits. Now roll damage.
Okay.
I think there's like a 1% chance you don't Oko here. Not Oko, but, knockout.
Yeah. Okay. That is going to be 7 damage.
7. Salt is still kicking.
Ooh, I did roll a 1 on the die, so I mean that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it was minimum damage. Low roll, low roll.
All right, yeah, that's my turn. Both Pokemon use their actions.
You know what I think I'm gonna have Salt do? As he gets slammed by this flame charge from Zephyr, he will try to scrape his stinger across the Zephyr, trying to take him down. 18 to hit.
That does hit.
That'll be 4 poison damage. He's not poisoned. He was 1 away from rolling that. And it's your turn. Salt is finally starting to hit, but it might be too late. He looks very exhausted.
Yes. Let's make this neat. Zephyr, finish him off with a payback.
Oh, roll to hit. Let's see if this connects.
Overkill to the utmost degree. That's a nat 20 for a 27.
Yeah, so that'll hit. Roll damage. This Salt, I want you to know, is only at 2 hit points, but you double the die because payback, you just got hurt, and you double the dice already because it's a crit. This is what, 4d10?
D8.
4d8. Oh my gosh. Imagine getting that on a super effective strike.
Imagine this happening in the ghost gym. Man, that's so many dice. Okay, that's a 19 dark type damage.
19 dark type damage. How do you want to do this? Describe it to me, but keep it short and sweet, of course.
Yeah, this is Zephyr's first time being hit this combat. So he gets scraped by the scorpion tail. His head immediately snaps sideways looking at this Gligar, and one talon on the neck, one on the top of the tail, and just suplexes this Gligar into the ground.
And with a dust cloud settling, a Pokeball laser will call Salt back. And Sarah will say, "Oh my, what an impressive showing!"
Zephyr, that was crazy. I like to imagine Desmond didn't even tell Zephyr to do that payback.
Sure, yeah, you guys are close enough as trainers. He could have picked up the vibe. Sarah will come over and she will give you some prize money and she will say, "You have fought very strongly. I've never seen a Fetchender with payback." She will give you 1,100 Poké-Dollars. You rolled near max on that one. And she will fully heal your party and will get rid of any poison effects.
Sweet.
How is it possible that you have... What sort of training regimen do you have that a Fletchender is able to use payback?
Well, it's a sort of a weird story. We were on our way here, and there was a man in a cliff, and I climbed the cliff, because that's what I do. I used to be a hiker. Well, I am a hiker. I just don't do it as much anymore since getting displaced here. But I climbed a rock, and in this little cave, there was a guy making mushroom stew, and ever since then, Zephyr's been able to use payback. I don't really know how to explain it, but the guy talked a lot about vengeance, so that has probably has something to do with it.
Unsettling, huh? But very surprising. You would make a very good Pokemon coordinator with that sort of rendition. I could only imagine how you would impress some judges.
Well, if I'm ever in a town with a contest, or maybe I'll try it out.
Oh, most do. They're just not as large and advertised as our gyms, but Faulkner and I visit occasionally.
Well, I'll have to check up on that. If I'm ever in the town with one, I would like to try it.
Speaking of Faulkner, Zoe, he will be awaiting you upstairs.
Alright, I'm so excited. Thank you, Sarah. It's nice to... Are you from Kalos?
I am indeed.
Me too.
I once competed in the contest circuit out there, and after failing to make it pro, I decided to visit a few other regions, and when I saw Johto, my heart fell in love.
It is a beautiful place. I have not gotten to explore much of it yet, but that's what I'm doing now. Au revoir. Wish me luck.
Au revoir. And Sarah will wave you goodbye, smiling in a very, beauty pageant way as you walk away. And not beauty pageant, more like runway model. And you will go into the elevator. There is no 15-second wait this time. The moment that door closes, it shoots upward at extreme speed. And then just as suddenly will stop once more. You go actually a few feet off the ground, and as the door opens up, you are basically... Whoa, what happened? What'd you roll for?
What?
I saw a natural one roll.
I just...
Why are we rolling?
This is just me rolling to see how badly Desmond is caught off guard.
Oh, yes, you're entirely caught off guard. This time you go a few feet off the floor and you fall out the door, much like you did the first time entering the elevator. I think Sithir will be a little startled just because you also have been so startled.
Oh.
You will hear a man chuckle across the room as you tumble out.
Faulkner. Hello, sir. Let me just check on the baby real quick. 1 second.
Oh no! Oh, and he's like laughing, and then he's like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about that. Most people don't bring children in here."
It was probably not a good idea, but I didn't have anyone to leave her with. She's okay. She's okay. I like give her scritches under her neck. She's alright. She's good. Hello!
Hello! I'm glad to finally see you here. Welcome to the top of your climb. Across the room, obviously Faulkner, a handsome man in his early 30s. He's got that blue hair, well cut, slicked back out of his eyes. He's got a fine sky blue robe that seems surprisingly bulky for him. And the elegant master of flying Pokemon himself will walk up to you, give you a nice handshake, and will say, "Finally glad to see you got through Abe, Rod, and Sarah. I'm sure they each put you through the ringer in different ways, but you made it here all the same."
Yes, I'm glad to finally be here. It's been a long time coming.
Yes, and hey, be proud that you survived that cannon too. Though I do know you've dealt with worse than that elevator.
Yes. But, that's not what we're here to talk about, is it?
No, it is not. Since I know you're a flying specialist like myself, I will ask, would you like this to be a sky battle?
I don't think Mistral qualifies.
She technically has a fly speed.
She does have a
She
fly
doesn't
speed.
qualify in the sense of regular game
Games.
stuff. So it's something like where if you Desmond, if you Neon think it has to be like the games where it's just flying types and things with levitate and whatnot.
Mhm.
I am fine with that. I, as the GM, have no preference one way or the other.
Okay. Yeah, Mistral's been with me since day one. She has to be able to participate in sky battles. Yes, that would be amazing.
Wonderful. I like to keep my gym challenge simple before we get into the sky battle stuff. Lots of kids come to me first, so I'm going to just treat this as a very simple battle. You can choose to use up to 2 of your Pokemon to face 1 of my flyers. If you win, the Zephyr badge is yours, as well as a few other prizes.
I genuinely did not realize until now that it was called the Zephyr badge. Didn't clock that.
I thought about it when I first met you, but it happens. Birds of a feather think together.
Absolutely. I'm ready.
What shall it be? 1 or 2? I do need to know.
Oh, yes, 2.
2. Very well, you'll get to face Tori. And Faulkner will walk to the opposite end of the pitch, and he will
I should have chosen 1.
pull out a small square piece. And he will press a button on it, and it will like extend into a long skateboard, except it has no wheels. And it hums with power. And he will place it in the air, and it will hover there. And you hear like a hum from it.
Mhm.
It seems to be some sort of hoverboard, and he will kick it over to you, and he will pull out a second one and put it in front of himself, and you have a hoverboard in front of you, and Faulkner gets on his own hoverboard.
All right. I'll hop on the hoverboard. Is it intuitive?
It's fairly intuitive. I will say make a dexterity check since it's your first time using it. DC 10.
Okay, that's a 17.
You're a natural at it, Desmond. And Faulkner applauds you. He's like, "Good job! You pick up fast."
Thank you.
You can see up above we've got an open air arena, so feel free to do all that you want while flying alongside your Pokemon.
I love this.
All right, Tori, come on out! And at the same time, you send out your 2 Pokemon.
Oh, I send them both out at once. Okay.
Yeah,
Mistral and Zephyr. All right. Initiative time.
let's roll. Oh, Faulkner got really good.
Okay, I got a 12.
12. All right. A large cream and brown feathered bird with a beautiful bright red plume, larger than the Pidgeotto from down below, appears. This is Tori the Pidgeot. You saw it earlier this week. And Faulkner immediately will say, "All right, Tori, slow down that Fletchender. Use Feather Dance." And I want Zephyr to make a dexterity saving throw.
Man, don't think that gets it. That's going to be a 10.
10 will fail. So Zephyr, his damage is halved for this battle. He has been feathered.
Yes, feathered.
As a down of feathers covers Zephyr and dulls the edge of his beak, the edge of his wings, as Pidgeot just immediately begins flying around in a very rhythmic fashion, causing these to fall upon him. It is your turn, Desmond.
All right, let's try that same coordinated attack from before, guys. You got this. Mistral used Fairy Wind, and Zephyr used Flame Charge.
All right, go ahead and roll 2d6.
Okay, a 4 and a 2.
4 and a 2, your OP will succeed. You're not going to get any major additional benefits, but I will give you, because this succeeded. How do you want Fairy Wind to aid Zephyr? Do you want it to be a momentum thing? Do you want it to be a guidance thing?
I imagined, because of the thing you said before with the stun, I imagined it was giving extra force to the initial impact.
Okay, if you hit, I will let you add Mistral's Wisdom modifier on top of this damage. That might not sound like a lot. You might just be like, well, why not just roll Fairy Wind? Well, Tori's got a pretty high dex, so, you know, sometimes just taking a flat damage bonus to hit will be better than just taking the chance of taking no damage with Fairy Wind. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Perfect. Go ahead, roll the hit with Flame Charge.
16 to hit.
16 hits. Go ahead, roll damage. Whatever the total is, I'm going to cut it in half. Give me the damage total without Mistral's bonus, and then let me know what Mistral's bonus is. Because I'll say Mistral's damage part of this is not halved by Feather Dance.
Okay. That is going to be 6 fire-type damage halved to 3, and then I guess plus 2. So a total of 5.
Nice. Not a heavy hit into Tori, but that is what Feather Dance is for. But your two
Yes.
Pokemon are working well together, and Zephyr is moving a little faster.
A little bit faster. That's going to be my turn.
Test the water, Tori! And Faulkner's like flying up next to Tori. Let's go in for a tackle. And Faulkner and Tori are going to begin charging, zigzagging, so that you're having a hard time telling who he's aiming for. And eventually it'll be Mistral, and I need to know, does a 14 hit Mistral?
It does.
Okay, that's going to be 12 damage to Mistral from that tackle attack, as a heavy slam from Tori's wing sends Mistral kind of spiraling through the air here in the sky battle.
Zephyr's Mistral, is looking kind of rough.
Yeah.
Right. We got to fire back, guys. Zephyr trying acrobatics. That's going to be 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Feather Dance is a save you can repeat at the end of your turn. So let's see if you bypass the Feather Dance. Go ahead and make that dex save again.
Yeah, 23.
Okay, yeah, you won't have the Feather Dance anymore. With this strike, Zephyr will knock it all off. Roll damage because you hit.
Okay. 17 flying type damage.
Heavy hit into Tori the Pidgeot. Pa 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 from Zephyr flying around. How is Desmond hoverboarding alongside his Pokemon in reaction to this?
Like, so that he can watch what's going on while the attack is happening. The flurry of acrobatic attacks is sort of making a semicircle on his side of the field around, doing a little swoop so that I can see most of it. Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff.
Yeah, and Mistral, follow up with a Fairy Wind.
I have to make a con save?
Yes.
He rolled a 7, so that'll hit.
Okay, go Mistral. Alright, that's going to be 6 total fairy damage.
6 total. Wow. Tori went from looking real good to real bad very quickly. And Faulkner's going to see that and say, all right, no more playing around. Hurricane! And Tori will begin flapping its wings. This is something I failed to do earlier, but in league battles, we tend to treat moves like they are in the games, where they are single target if it's single target or multi-hit if it's multi-hit.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you got to get away with hitting some multiple Pokemon against Sarah, that's fine, that's on me, but I've remembered and I'm not going to use it as I'm not going to give Faulkner the caveat as well. So Faulkner is just going to target Zephyr on this. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Not fantastic at these. And that one.
That counts as a crit.
Fair enough.
This is 4d6 turning into 8d6. He rolled a 7 to start, and then 13, 17.
8d6 can one-shot Zephyr.
He rolled so many ones. Like, I kid you not, it only comes out to 22 damage.
That's still over half his health.
I know, you're also confused. Zephyr gets buffeted by a powerful blast, a hurricane, knocking him around, disorientating him. He is confused. Tori's feeling pretty good about that. It is your turn. At the start of Zephyr's turn, you have to roll a d4 to determine what happens.
Okay, I rolled a 3.
You get to act normally. Zephyr, despite being confused, still gets to do normal stuff this turn.
Sweet. Zephyr is gonna go for another acrobatics. Wow. Well, that just crit misses.
Yikes. Zephyr not having the best showing here. He's confused and his acrobatics, a pretty wild attack already, goes astray.
There was I thought of something. Zephyr, though, his acrobatics misses. Zephyr, do a barrel roll. He's gonna do a cool trick. And is that league legal? Because that's like a technique.
It is legal because
Okay.
that is a skill you have trained.
And then Mistral is gonna go for a tackle.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, well that's an 18 without the d6, but I used it.
You don't have to use it if you don't want to, because the d6 is something you can decide to use after
Oh, okay.
you roll.
It is?
Yeah,
Sweet. I won't use it then. I just assumed that I had to decide then.
No, you don't.
Okay, cool. What does tackle do? Okay. Okay, that's gonna be 3 normal type damage.
3 normal type damage. Hey, every hit counts. Tori is still up, but looking weaker. Probably in the red.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's Mistral's turn.
And Zephyr missed his acrobatics. However, it is Tori's turn, and I'm feeling like Faulkner wants to take Zephyr down. So he is going to once again call for a hurricane into Zephyr. Go ahead and roll your strength save.
This has such a good chance of actually knocking Zephyr out. That's a 3 on the save.
Total damage, he keeps rolling low. I kid you not a single die rolled above a 3. That's going to be 13 damage to Zephyr.
Zephyr's up. Oh my gosh.
Still confused, though.
Yeah.
And Hurricane is running out of power points. He doesn't have many more of those in him. Zephyr and Mistral, Desmond, you and your Pokemon are going. Faulkner, as these hurricanes are being blasted, he is riding them fairly calmly with his hoverboard. Desmond, what are you doing? It is a sky battle. You can narrate if you would like.
Yeah. Okay. Desmond, sort of gonna get over top. Mistral hit him with a fairy wind. The con save.
15 total.
15 total, succeeds, nothing happens. But Desmond sort of flies over and then recovers to his side, riding the fairy wind a little bit. Just to try and copy Faulkner a little bit. He's trying to show off.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna roll a d4.
Yeah, roll a d4 for Zephyr's confusion.
That's a 3 again.
Oh, you do get to take your turn. I should also remind you to make intelligence saves at the end of your turn to try and break out of confusion.
Oh, right.
But you get to do something this turn. Let's see what you do.
Zephyr, I know you can do this. Let's show Faulkner your new move. Use Flame Charge.
Go in. Let's see if you hit.
That's a 9.
Zephyr misses. It's a bad showing for Zephyr here.
I'll make an intelligence save. Guys, I might not get this badge.
Roll 2 int saves because we didn't roll last turn.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah. Hey, chat. I might need to do this again. That is, wow, 13 both times.
Zephyr, where was this? Where was this when you needed it? But Zephyr breaks out of confusion. Good job, Zephyr. Good job.
Okay, can Zephyr... Yeah, never mind. He can't do anything else. I was like, can he try and get away? But, I mean...
There's no attack of opportunities in League battles, so you can, like, fly a little ways away if you want. You do know that the range...
60 feet away.
Yeah, you can't get 60 feet away on top of Tori's movement speed.
Yeah. Zephyr's going down next turn. That's the way it is.
Faulkner, on his turn, is going to be like, all right, we got to give you a little respect, Zephyr. We're going to take you out with a tackle. Go on, Tori. 18 on the die to hit.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that hits.
That is going to be 9 total damage on that tackle.
That knocks Zephyr.
Zephyr falls unconscious, 0 hit point, as Desmond has to pull out his Pokeball and recall his partner. It is just Mistral the Tiny Flower, who remember still has the D6. It is your turn, Desmond.
This is true. All right, Mistral, you saw that. You've been practicing, copycat. Use a tackle.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, roll to hit.
This is just her own tackle. This
Yes.
is not actually. That's just flavor.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, roll to hit with tackle.
That's a 21.
21 hits, roll damage. Mistral coming in clutch against Faulkner here.
Mistral, please. All right, that's 4 damage.
4 damage, okay. Tori's still up.
Oh boy.
Is there anything Desmond wants to do on his turn, flavor-wise?
Yeah, he recalled Zephyr, and he's gonna get sort of below and off to the side, see what's going on from a different vantage point.
Okay, it'll come to Faulkner's turn, and I think Faulkner is gonna keep it simple. He's not gonna go hurricaning yet, but he will go in for a tackle. What is Mistral's armor class? Never mind, that's a 6 on the die.
Oh, well, it misses then. Man, Mistral's just riding these currents. She's feeling good.
It came out to like a 10 total. Faulkner misses. Good job, though.
Her armor class is 11.
Oh, okay. Great. It's your turn, Mistral.
All right. Mistral. Use a tackle attack.
Are you sure you want to do a tackle attack? There is... Holy shit, yes, you want to do a tackle attack!
Yeah! I know! Dude! Mistral carrying! Okay.
What'd you roll? Let the viewers know. Let the viewers know!
Mistral, MVP, just rolled a nat 20.
Because this is a critical, I will let you double the dice, but I will also let you use your cool tricks to add on to the damage.
Under the damage! Yes! Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mr. DM, sir. 3d6 in the chamber. Ah! Please. Okay. That's 9.
You needed 8. How would you like Mistral to do this?
Mistral, is enjoying herself. She's using attacks. She's getting hit. She's a little hurt, but she's with her friend and her trainer, so she still looks happy in spite of the treacherousness of the situation. And for the first time, she looks at her opponent. She makes a serious face, and riding residual wind circulating the arena, flies into Tori for a little uppercut with her little fairy arm.
Nice! Mistral does a little fairy uppercut, knocking the bird into the air. The big, large Pidgeot eventually falls to the ground, and Faulkner, with his hoverboard, will swoop down as well, and will just clap and say, "Good job!"
Oh my gosh! Oh my Arceus!
Do me a favor, roll
Thank
me a
you.
D100 for Mistral.
Does she become Floette right now?
We're about to find out.
That's a 35.
She glows for just a second, you swear, Desmond, and it dissipates.
Oh, Mistral! I fly up on my hoverboard to Mistral and hug her. And Scythier, I'll bring Mistral down to Scythier. And I'll have left Scythier on the ground, I guess, to be more clear. Let her hug her teammate. Oh, thank you, Faulkner. Ah, that was incredible.
It was an excellent battle. I'd expect nothing less of you after the courage you've shown and your Pokemon, their style. It was awe-inspiring, Desmond, to say the least. You've got the making of a great trainer. For such a great showing, I am proud to reward you with the Zephyr badge, and he will hand a small badge that mimics the look of 2 wings in a almost hexagonal shape, as well as the following prizes. And I want you to roll me a d6.
Oh, man. You can't see my face right now, but I am beaming. I love Mistral so much. I rolled a 5 on the D6.
He will hand you a small case. This is the technical machine for Fly. You can use it to teach one of your Pokemon the move.
Thank you, sir.
For out-of-game knowledge, mechanically what a TM will do is it'll give you the learning tag version of the move, and you can use it to each day, once a day, to just make progress on that a little easier.
Amazing.
And I also would like you to roll 3d10.
Okay.
This is for your cash prize.
Ooh. 9 total.
It will only be 1,080 Pokédollars. It seems like maybe because you got the Fly TM, a rather valuable reward, he gave a little bit lower end on the cash prize.
Yeah, you said 1,080?
1,080 Pokédollars.
Okay.
He will say, congratulations, Desmond. And you also, he will take your trainer ID, scan it, have access to 3 Pokemon party slots now, here in the Johto region.
Thank you. It's going to make it so much more easy to travel with my friends.
Yes. Faulkner will fully heal up your Pokemon, including Zephyr, who is fainted, and will motion you over to just off the side of the battle pitch and will say, don't worry about using the elevator to exit the gym. I have a special exit for victors to commemorate the event. And he will take out a Pokeball. It's nice, shiny, and metallic, and will open it up, and Petra, the Skarmory, will appear. Petra will take you down.
Ah. I like run up and shake his hand with both hands. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, absolutely.
The 2-hand handshake. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you. And I'm gonna run and hop onto Petra.
So you can't hop on a Petra, but Petra will let you grab onto her foot, because Skarmory aren't quite that big. You grab a hold of Petra's foot, and Petra will immediately take off above through the clouds, through the open air arena, and you will get to just tour above the skyline, the morning light of Violet City through the clouds. You'll get to see Sprout Tower down below, reaching the heights of the clouds. Bell Lake glitters in the morning sun. The mountain to the south and the mountain towards the east all loom, but not nearly as tall appearing as they were when you were down on the ground.
Yeah.
What's going through Desmond's head? How is this experience for him?
Yeah, I was about to just talk. Oh, wow. Scythier is zipped up inside his bag at
Okay.
this moment as well. Oh, beautiful. Petra, you're amazing. I'll admit, in all my days of climbing, I've never been this high before.
Petra will squawk, yeah, I know I'm cool. And you can see her sleek, polished metallic feathers are just dazzling here in the sunlight.
Yeah.
And as you admire
He's
that
loving it.
and love it and enjoy it, eventually a nosedive straight down towards the surface of Bell Lake.
Oh!
As you're screaming at the last second, Petra pulls her wings back out, breaks the momentum, and coasts just above the surface of the water. Your feet spray the water in your face. You're getting just lake water kind of dousing you. If you tried, you could even act like you're running across the surface of the lake.
Oh, I do that.
Absolutely. It looks awesome. Eventually, Petra...
Fan art potential.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you heard it here first, folks. We have social media, Instagram and TikTok. Anyways, as this lake skating occurs, Petra begins to beeline it straight towards the back of the Violet City gym. Elevating a few extra feet off the lake surface, the spray stops, and a special window opens up just a few moments before you hit the wall, and you are deposited into a hidden room on the ground floor. There are a few snacks and refreshments. Petra lands, lets you down lightly, and then squawk, and then will fly out the window to return to her trainer above.
Before Petra takes off, Desmond gives her a salute.
She squawks in confidence.
Yeah.
There is a door in this back hidden room if you want to leave. Otherwise, you can help yourself to some refreshments. What is Desmond doing?
Desmond is letting his Pokemon out and helping himself to refreshments and sharing his trail food with Mistral and Zephyr. Zephyr, that was amazing. Mistral, you were incredible. We might have to call this the Zephyr and Mistral badge.
That's cute. I like that. So Zephyr's a proud Pokemon, but I like to envision, like, he does recognize Mistral pulled through there. And I think Mistral is, like, super happy about that.
And I also love that Mistral did just enough damage because of Zephyr's cool trick. You guys were so good as a team. I'm glad I brought you two along with me for this first gym challenge. And I'm glad you got to see it, Scythia.
After a little bit, you finish your refreshments and leave the back room, and you find yourself back in the lobby of the gym, this time only a little more soaked than when you first entered. There were some towels, so you were able to dry off a little bit, but you still came out a little damp. We will end your gym challenge there.
I'm so excited. That was incredible.
Victorious in his rematch against the Violet City Gym, Desmond returns to the Pokemon Center with good news for his friends. Will Adrian similarly conquer Faulkner's storms, or was his training in Violet City not enough?